Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk.
Welcome back to the PM Show, the Fred Dryer edition, and we continue.
Thank you, Paul Stern. Welcome back to the show. We talked a little bit about one of the two main tenets of the Democratic Party is class warfare, which we've been going into all through this hour. The other tenet is racism. Ed Schultz, who I think is one of the most fatuous, inane boobs on television, he's got 6 people that watch him, and I think I know 2 of them. I never talk to him anymore. But Ed Schultz has an attempt. You talk about hitmen. He makes an attempt here, a real feeble attempt at branding the GOP as racist. Paul, number 13.
So I asked Mr. King tonight, do you agree with Trent Lott, who said back on December 5th, 2002, that, you know what, if we had voted for Strom Thurmond, we wouldn't have had all these other problems? I mean, those 2 comments, what Peter King said on Laura Ingram's radio show and what Trent Lott said back in December of 2002, there's no difference. It's a mindset of the Republican Party. If they don't hear what they want to hear, they want everybody else to shut up. But it's also that dirty little secret of the Republican Party. They got a real issue with race.
Oh, boy. You want to talk about the history of race in this country politically? It's on the Democratic side of the ledger, by the way. And Ed's too stupid to understand that. See, this is all a part of what we're talking about, Paul, is the branding of conservative Republicans as racists and sticking them with the responsibility of a collapsing culture. What we're dealing with here now is the rolling out of the race politic. You're going to hear more and more of this. You're going to hear it from every portal. You're going to hear it from The View. You're going to hear it from people like Rachel Maddow and Chris Matthews and Keith Olbermann and all of these apparatchiks of the left. All of these failed people who are trying to sell the American people on a failed political system. It's dispiriting. It doesn't work. It's destroying Western Europe. It's destroyed already completely bankrupt Greece. And whether or not Germany bails them out, who knows? I think there's going to be a lot of pressure put on them to bail them out because it could affect the American Stock Exchange, as we all know. But you've got a great deal of irresponsibility that is being labeled as leadership in the Democratic Party. It is scandalous what's going on. The racism card is just peeking its head out of the hole right now. You're not going to believe what lies ahead.
It's going to get intense. It's going to get pretty strong.
Well, you're going to have people promoting it. They've institutionalized it. They've already taken the word nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R, the epithet that everybody is so frightened to say. It's all about the N-word. I heard people now start talking about S words and B words and C words. They have co-opted the English language. Just because a white person says the word nigger, they now think he's a racist. It's unbelievable how they branded the American way of life in such a political a way that it is not to be believed. And they've co-opted the language and they've co-opted everything else. They're getting ready to brand America as racist. They're getting ready to brand them as homophobes and everything else. But this is a conversation that will always continue. We do it once a week here, every Wednesday at 4 o'clock on CRN Talk Radio. I want to thank my good friend Paul Stern for being with us. Paul in the booth, thank you very much for helping us out with the sound bites. We're going to be back next week. Don't know if Mike Horn will be here or not. He's still down there on the Agave hunt down south of the border. But we wish him the best. We look forward to seeing you guys next week on the Fred Dryer Radio Talk Show. Thank you very much.